Okay, we are back in round one with our zombie abomination. Thankfully, we have Zemus, so we can start leveling it up. Graveborn Glutton is very good, but I think Shardplate Delver tends to become very strong, so I think I'm going to go ahead and play that. Flesh Fiend levels very well, so that's going to be a creature that I'm going to definitely want to level if I get a chance. Okay, so the opponent is definitely very Necrium. Seems to be playing creatures with very low toughness. Okay, let's... Sadly, the Delver's going to trade. I think I might actually want the incidental life gain, given that we've seen Glutton in a couple of kind of aggressive plays. I don't like the 8-1 that my opponent played on the first turn, by the way. I do love the card, however, it's much better as a blocker late game. It levels poorly, so it's kind of nice to just have to trade up at player rank 2. That said, who knows, maybe an opponent just did not have a better option. Okay. Definitely getting my Glutton out there. I think I may corpse crawl away this Flesh Fiend that's going to be unimpressive. How much does this grow? Okay, 6. So the Glutton should be able to finish it off. Yeah. I think I will go ahead and corpse crawl this Flesh Fiend. Wow. All of my strength and numbers at once. Not the best time for them. However, I think the Vengeful Spirit and Necrotic Worm will probably be fine. Neither is too amazing, so I can always just throw them in front. Vengeful Spirit will shrink that. Necrotic Worm, however, will trade with it. I could just call the weak that. Actually... Eight or less. Oh, that used to be 7 or less, I thought. Okay, Vengeful Spirit does -6. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and trade spirits. Alright, good to see the Delver. And our other flesh friend. I'm going to keep calling it that forever just because I love it so. Maybe if we draw an instant sorcery, our Delver will flip. If you don't catch that reference, don't worry about it. Felwalker is fine. But it's also fine to not level. Okay, so my opponent just overwrote that creature. That's okay. This will be 3 poison a turn. That will add up pretty quickly. However, I think I'm... gonna prioritize the Flesh Fiend. It's just nice to have leveled up, so. Okay, I can play Spirit in front of something and then Corpse Crawl it, or I can play the Banshee in front of something and similarly Corpse Crawl it. Venom Fang is just a reasonable creature, although it's level 1. Okay, so that will not kill the Delver, although it will obviously shrink it. So I could Venom Fang, poison something, and then Corpse Crawl. Or I could Venom Fang, trade. It's -3, -3. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and Corpse Crawl here, which I'm gonna use that to shrink the Charnel Titan, another card that I do like. Which leaves us having the only creatures on the board, which is always nice. Okay, this deck is at least doing okay, keeping our life total high. Corpse Crawler's fine to trade. My opponent keeps throwing fairly strong creatures that will die in front of nearly dead creatures. I definitely like getting that kind of value. So I can either Necrotic Worm to trade, or I can Necrotic Worm elsewhere since it's currently one of my better, stronger creatures, and use Toxic Spores to kill my opponent's creature. I think I'm willing to take 9 damage in order to kill that creature. Okay, Graveborn Glutton and Flesh Friend finally come to visit. It seems like my kind of default play style is the sort of play style that trades at every opportunity and kind of goes for value. Okay, what do I want here? I think Flesh Fiend here is actually better just because otherwise the Necro Slime could eat the Corpse Crawler to survive against the Glutton. Definitely want to get the Glutton out here, though. Okay. Still happy to see Flesh Friend, even in player rank 3. Strength in numbers probably going to be bad at that point, but we'll see. It'll probably be 3 creatures at least. Okay, so we got a 12/12. Oh, my opponent also has a Zemus. That's an interesting match. Okay, so Necro Slime is going to die against our Fiend. Okay. I can either play this and then give something +3/+3. That doesn't seem too important. I could block Venom Fang in front of Zemus, or I could just poison Zemus. I think, again, I'm willing to take a little bit of damage just to keep an extra creature. So I'm going to kill with poison instead. Okay, big Corpse Crawler. And some reasonable chances for at least 3/3 strength in numbers. This is 2 poison. Unfortunately, we may have to Corpse Crawl over here so that we can eat the Venom Fang and replace it with a Cobra. Cobra is not ideal here, but, you know, it's what we've got. Okay, level 3 Flesh Friend. Nom Nom's probably not going to be doing much. Still cool. Still like the card, even if it's not necessarily good for this situation. Can shrink the Necro Slime if I need to, or just block it with Flesh Fiend. Between that and Poison, it should definitely go down pretty quickly. So yeah, my like I was saying, my playstyle of common trades and value will probably play pretty well in this kind of long, grindy game. That's interesting. Gonna feed on it. Yeah, so it's gonna die anyway. See me. May as well shrink the Flesh Friend, I guess. Still. He can't be too happy with that. Ah, okay, I want to get the Glut now. Okay. Sadly, I think I need to block this creature with Flesh Fiend just because the creature is too big. Toxic Spores 2 is Poison 6. That'll take a while. I think I'm just gonna throw a Fellwalker out to stall against the Titan. Sadly, the Necro Slime did not quite die this turn. Okay, at least we're gonna finally get our Zemus up to 3. Kind of hope my opponent Necro Slimes one of his creatures just because it doesn't buy him anything, so it'll just deal damage. So, hell or high water, I'm probably playing Zemus this turn. Zemus would finish off the Titan if I need it to. Then again, Zemus will finish off most things. Surely some creature is going to block my Corpse Crawler because that would be too nice. Yeah, Vengeful Spirit, that's fine. Okay, that's good value. Definitely got to respect my opponent's play there. As I said, Zemus will eat this. And I'll throw a Vengeful Spirit in front of the Titan. Okay, so we've got some pretty strong creatures here. This is what? 5 poison? Okay. 5 poison and a chump block. I should probably try in future games leveling up these strength and numbers. I know they get really good as the game goes along. And since these games seem to be doing so, maybe worth it. I just haven't been able to flood the board quite as much as I'd like. Ether Hounds or something would have been nice to help fill all these rows. Maybe if I'm throwing out more of my little zombies. Okay, Vengeful Spirit is not too impressive here. Oh, okay, that's fair. Do I eat Zemus with Corpse Crawler? I think I do. Zemus, go back away. Your return was too soon. Okay, Delver and Flesh Fiend. These are what I like seeing. That Lightbringer Clear could be nice for a little bit of incidental life, but we're kind of trading haymakers here, so may as well keep it going. Oh, Epidemic. That is too perfect for my opponent. Okay, looking for other options here. If this were, instead of a worm, a zombie, I could nom nom that. Oh, no, that wouldn't even be enough. Okay, so I'm going to have to Flesh Fiend, just trade a level of it. However, at least I'll get some Flesh Fiend back. And Delver is a very, very good creature. Alright, draw my Flesh Fiends back to back. Always good. My opponent will probably play some form of threat that Spirit will be good for. We'll see. Okay, so these are looking nice for me. My opponent did not have the best turn for once. So do I want a Vengeful Spirit that will shrink whatever my opponent plays in front? Or do I just want a Prowler? You know, 3 attack is still reasonable. I think I'm going to go ahead and play a Spirit here. It'll be nice to have leveled up to max, and the Prowler, you know, is only slightly better at that point. Okay, Venom Fang does 4 poison. Yeah. Now we're talking. Man, this game I'm finally drawing some level 3 cards. That's nice. Notably, the strength in numbers would also be pretty good. Now that we've taken board control a little bit. But we'll see. We definitely just want to press our advantage as much as we can. Our creatures still don't have high attack apart from... Alright. Okay, so how much does that get? +8, +8. Okay, so I can strengthen numbers just to trade. Actually, wait, Venom Fang will make this trade. Okay, so I'll just Zemus and then Venom Fang, and the poison will finish it off. That's fine. Took me a minute to realize that the Flesh Fiend portion of the math. Alright, double Zemus. That was, again, very lucky draw. So, yeah, drawing lucky seems like we're mostly going to seal this game away. We're going to have a board mostly full of level 3s that keep coming back, so it's going to get awfully hard for my opponent to stay in the game. Okay, this is going to poison 4. Okay. None of this affects much of what's out there, so I'm going to just trade, and then say probably... Zemus here, may as well. Can lose him as many times as I want. Zemus is also very good with Corpse Crawlers, so now we can start doing that combination as well. Okay, our opponent scoops it up. So the zombie deck got there with some pretty fortunate draws.